Okay guys, we're back with another video. What we want to cover today is just basic rules of trigonometry when it comes to triangles. Okay, so the most easiest thing to remember is our right-angled triangle. So our right-angled triangle will always have something called a hypotenuse. So let's call this triangle A, B, C. Right? Call this triangle ABC. Just remove that. Okay. So in triangle ABC, let's say we have angles, right, C and angles A. Okay. So the angles in the triangle, so angle A plus angle B plus angle C will always equal 180 degrees. So that is true for every triangle. This is how you can actually prove that. Is one of the ways that you can actually prove that a triangle, the shape that is given to you in the question, is a triangle. If it's a right angle triangle, then AB squared plus CB squared will always equal to AC squared. So those are the sides of the right angle triangle. This is, remember, called the Pythagoras theorem. Right, this will always be true. So this is another way you can use to solve questions of triangles using trigonometry. Now, let us say we are given angle C. Right? We're given angle C as 30. This is just a quick example. And then we are given line, the hypotenuse line, as let's say we're given it as 5. Okay, now the question says find BC. Okay, in trigonometry we have a sine of the angle will always equal the opposite side of that angle divided by the hypotenuse. Cos of the angle will always equal the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. And then tan of the angle will always equal to the adjacent side over the opposite side. So it will always be in reference to the angle. So like in this case, because we're using angle C, so sine of angle C will always equal to AB, which is the opposite side of that angle, over the hypotenuse. Okay, so because we have been requested to find what BC is, we can then say that cos C of angle C is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. right? We know that cos is cos 30, right? We know the adjacent side is BC. We know the hypotenuse is AC and is 5. We can then manipulate this formula and say BC is equal to cos 30 multiplied by 5, and then we can get our answer. So we can say cos of 30 degrees 5 times, that is equal to 4.33. 4.33 centimeters. Just give it an SI unit. Okay, I think that is pretty straightforward. Most of the time you would either be given the length of the sides and be asked for the angle, or you could be given one side and one angle. But if it is a right angled triangle, these are the general rules that you can use to actually solve these questions. But there is another rule that you can use, right? Just gonna go down here. Let's say you are given we're given two triangles now. So I'm gonna give you a triangle like that. Give you a triangle like that, and then I'm gonna give you that angle, and then I'm gonna call this one also A, B, C. And then I'm gonna give you another triangle, and I'm gonna call this one D, O, E, and F. Okay. In OEF, let's say I give you, okay, I don't give you an angle, right? The rule I'm going to explain now is called the cosine rule. Okay, cosine rule means that because it's not a right angle triangle, we cannot use these rules, right? These rules only apply to a right angle triangle, but we can use trigonometry to solve triangles that are not in a right angle format, using the information that is given to us at that particular time. So the way you do this is you're gonna use these rules together, angles and sides, to find answers when triangles are not right angle triangles. So a squared plus b squared plus c squared, those are the sides, right? Manipulating the Pythagoras theorem. But because it's not a right angle triangle, you need to minus 2 times of those sides that you are using in reference to the triangle opposite the first side, right? But this is normally the general formula. So if it was from C, you would start with b squared, right? B squared would equal to a squared plus c squared minus the two sides cos of the angle in reference, right? Meaning that in order to find the angle, you would need to manipulate this. So what you can say is that if you take negative 2bc over to that side, is 2bc cos b angle will equal to a squared. So we've taken that side. Oh, sorry. A squared plus 2bc, right, will equal to b squared plus c squared. But if you take this and you minus it from this and you divide by that, then cos b squared would equal to b squared plus c squared divided by minus a squared divided by 2bc cos of that angle. So this is the cosine rule. So this is a rule that you can use to actually answer trigonometry triangles that are not right angle triangles.